Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Jessica, formerly known as Mommy Simmer, and I'm back with a new installment in my Maze Runner Sims 4 series. I guess is what I would call it. I'm not entirely sure, but here I am building the Glade. I'm using the lot that the park is on in Oasis Springs. I had a lot of trouble choosing a wallpaper for the actual maze, the walls that surround the glade. I also had a lot of trouble with the grassy area here, as you will see in a moment. I didn't want it to extend outside the walls itself, but even when I put flooring there and everything else, it just wouldn't work. And going around that with that tiny little square to remove it, it just was going to be so much work. I left it as is. If you guys are a master with the landscaping tools, you're welcome to try and fix it, but I gave up. So it was just not going to happen. See, doing that was going to be a real pain in the butt. So, right here, I am originally putting in an arch. Now, that does eventually go away because I was not happy with the way having the tall wall height. I couldn't make one particular building with the medium walls and the maze walls at the tall walls. So I ended up just opening that up. It was frustrating, but here I am building the forest where the graves and the map room and everything are located. So those are, I do eventually build an actual room in there and originally I think I put just a little table with a globe on it or something. It was really non-functional. But yeah, see, every time I messed with the wall heights, it totally screwed up the actual walls surrounding the glade. It was really frustrating. But eventually, the little map room, I delete the table with the globe that I put in there, and I actually add in a woodworking table because it makes it kind of a functional space. So I'm not entirely happy with the way this turned out because I feel like I didn't do nearly enough landscaping other than putting the forest there and a few little trees here and there. But, you know, I'm still learning how to build in The Sims 4. I've never been big on building, you know, especially not for other people. So I'm still, I'm just still trying to figure it out. So all of the wallpapers and the doors and everything that I use, I tried to go with stuff that would make sense. I didn't have a real log cabin-esque walls. Yeah, this is where I decided to just do away with the archway, and I added in just a little gap in the walls, basically. So, made it a little easier to deal with. But the roof, I did the kind of the straw looking roof. I thought that kind of worked pretty well. What windows? Yeah, I end up going with these because they kind of look like they're just, wide open, no glass type of things, which is what I was going for. I went with the French doors in the back because they reminded me of the door to the slammer, which was kind of a woven bamboo type of thing. So now, the one thing I will ask you guys to remember is that this is a Sims 4 adaptation of the Glade from the Maze Runner. It is not going to be perfect. It's not going to be exact because you just can't do that in The Sims 4. I do make this a little gardening area. I don't put the planter boxes because I just felt like that looked too, I don't know, too fancy, I guess is the way to put it. So, let's see, where are we at? I do add a little seating area here because I noticed in the movie there were a lot of guys that just kind of hung out around talking to their friends while they were working and stuff. So I added a little seating for breaks. The only seating I use are the ones that look like stumps or rocks. So, yes, you get to see the fiasco where I thought I cut this part out, where I tried to make the little circular arena where they were trying to push each other out of the circle and such. Yeah, that's not a circle. I end up doing this, but I noticed the edges were pixelated if you don't have the opacity turned down some, or I don't remember what that's called, but see, I add a few little trees sprinkled here and there, but I really kind of skimped on the landscaping, and I was really disappointed in myself because I did not I didn't even think about it until after I had finished building and recording this. I saved it, I uploaded it, I had already done everything. And yeah, this, I was not happy. Not happy with myself, but I'm still figuring it all out. So you guys bear with me. But as you guys, most of you guys do know, I am going to be moving at the end of this which is June of 2015. So I am recording in bulk right now, and I've got two other speed builds that I just did today, which is oh crap, Sunday the 15th. Wait, Sunday, June 14th. Excuse me. I just did two speed builds that kind of have a cast video built in with them. So I'm going to be recording those voiceovers. I've got 3 other episodes of the Homeless Challenge recorded, and they're uploaded and ready to go live. So I am just trying. I don't know when. We don't have an exact date on when we'll be moving because we're still working on the house. So that means that we have to kind of play it by ear, but I have to call and have my Wi-Fi moved over there because there's never been internet at this house that we're moving into. So I'm not sure if they'll have the internet ready right away, so I'm trying to make sure you guys have some videos to watch. So I do put the electric lights down here while I'm picking the flooring and stuff. I do change that later because I end up using just stuff that looks like oil lamps or candles and such, and I think that kind of added something to it, really, as well as using the wooden type of wallpapers. That rug right there frustrated the crap out of me, just so you guys know. Oh, I was so mad. You guys have no idea. I was furious. But I ended up being able to do it like that. One of the rugs kept glitching out. It didn't matter where I put the stairs. They still ended up glitching out. One of them did. So I do apologize, but there's not really much I can do about it. So over here we have the where they had the animals pinned in the movie. So there's no animals, obviously, so there's nothing in there. I do color it in with dirt, and I think that works. But this is the slaughterhouse next to it, and what I did to make it usable in this game is I actually turned it into the kitchen area. So, and of course, I'm sure you just saw me add the basement room under where the box is there. And, which is where they get their supplies and new gladers and such. Use it for whatever you want, basically. I don't remember what all I put in there. I think I just put some crates, maybe a chair, and a candle, and that was really it. Use it for whatever you want. You know, if I was going to use this for some sort of survival challenge, I'd probably delete half of the beds that they have in there, make it a little more difficult. Oh, yes, here we go. We're coming to the map room now. Yes. I am really happy with this room. I do make it to where it's easier to get to, easier to see when you're in gameplay, and I deal with the trees that are glitching in through the walls. So that does get dealt with, no worries. But let's see, what else do we put in here? I don't remember. I do add bathrooms into the area where the boys sleep. I cannot remember what it's called. I should have pulled up the website, the Wikipedia, while I was recording, but I didn't think about it. But I do add bathrooms because I don't remember seeing bathrooms in any of the movie when I was watching it, so I am not sure if they had any or where they were located, but I put them in the room where they sleep, so I felt like that worked. Yeah, this is what I was originally going with in the map room. I was going to put a little globe, some crates, hang some random stuff on the walls. You know, I put like maps and blueprints looking stuff because I thought that kind of worked for what the room was used for in the movie. I do replace the table with a woodworking bench later. I wish I could have used that chair. The long, it's like the trunk of a tree split in half long ways. I wish I could have used that on as a bench for the table. That would have been awesome. But I couldn't, so I think I'll leave it like that for a while and then come back to it is what I end up doing. That flooring that I went with, I'm not sure what it's intended to be. I recorded this over a week ago at least. But I thought it kind of looked like they had, you know, used straw or dead grass or, stuff like that, and just kind of flattened it to use for a floor. So, yes, here's where I finally start playing around with the scale, scaling objects and move objects on and all of that stuff. And I don't usually play around with it in my game, but the one thing that I can tell you is if you want all of the stuff that I've done with move objects and scaling objects, if you want to make sure that all of that is going to show up, I highly suggest you do not place this lot while you're in Manage Worlds. Go into the lot from build mode and place the lot that way, because as far as I can tell, that is the best way to do it. So, that's right there where I was kind of, you could see my mouse going crazy, but I wasn't doing anything. I was actually trying really hard to figure out how to elevate the objects off of the ground. So it took me a minute to Google that. Like I said, I don't usually use this. Yeah, we're in clutter now. I go back pretty soon and start working on the bedroom itself. Yeah, that baby just wouldn't sit right no matter which one I put it on. I was so frustrated. Yeah, I was really incredibly aggravated with that one. It ends up sitting on the ground, basically, but I felt like, every time they got supplies from the box, they just, they unloaded it quickly and they move it out of the way. So, there'd be lots of crates and such and all of that around. So, yeah, that back there, that small room is going to be the slammer. There's the bare minimum of necessities in there. I would suggest you use the door locking mod or use the whatchamacallit, or just remove the door when you have somebody locked in there if they're being punished or something. So, that is my suggestion. There we go. Um, yeah, everybody, there's lots of beds. There's plenty of beds for everybody. Like I said, I would probably remove half of them if I was going to be doing a survival gameplay. And here we get to the bathrooms. Now, I do separate these so that they are a lot more usable. So that way you don't have to worry about people walking in. I think, 3 of them are toilets, 2 are showers. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I use the public showers though, so I can put those in one room and you don't have to worry. I used a different wallpaper here because I felt like it, that's what you would expect. They wouldn't get the exact same look from the wood that they were using to build their home every time, since they're using scrap wood and such. So, all right, let's see. What am I doing? I think I was originally just going to put in a chair, and that was it. I think I do end up putting more stuff in there. Like I said, I really don't remember a chair and a toilet. Yeah. I think I put a bed as well. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. So, yes, I put in a bed, a chair, and a toilet. And I think that is all I end up putting in there. Or a bed, a crate, and a toilet. Because I put because I put a lamp on the crate. I do make all of those different colors because I felt like that was stuff that they were getting from the box. It wouldn't all be the same every time. You know. So, here we come to the kitchen area, which is technically the slaughterhouse that they were using. There is no countertop that looks like it's been scavenged from the woods or anything like that, so I just kind of had to make do. I did make it look like it was very old, as far as the appliances went, but there was only so much I could do with the content that I have, even with outdoor retreat stuff. There was just only so much I could do. So I thought about putting in the little cooler that came with outdoor retreat, but it just, I don't know, I wasn't entirely happy with it. Or who knows, I may have actually went ahead and put it in. There's absolutely no telling. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's the, I've always wanted to use that. I think it's meant to be like a big picnic basket that you take out with you, but I used it here like it was whatever dinnerware they had been able to get from the box, and that was it. I think I would have been happier with this if I had thought to do a little bit more landscaping. To be honest, I think I would have been a lot happier. Let's see here. I know I eventually learned that I can put lamps on shelves, but I don't know when I finally figure that out. I truly have no idea when I finally figure that out. I think it might be soon, actually. Hmm. Yeah, because, yes, this is where it is. Okay, because I was trying to figure out how I was going to get a light over to that side where the bedding was, but that is how it eventually works out, so. But there are lots of candles, oil lamps, stuff like that, so. Hmm. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Now, down here, I remove the electric lights. I do end up putting, which one did I hit? Yeah, the one with the candle. I think that was, okay, and I put a little oil lamp. I don't know that I put anything else down there. It may be completely empty for you to use for whatever you want to use it for. I'm honestly, truly not sure. So, yeah. Where, I don't remember. Do I do anything else? I really don't know. Oh yeah, I figure out those are tables, not chairs. Yeah. But there we go. It's kind of like this big sitting area. I put another fire pit in the middle. There's only, like I said, there is only so much you can recreate. Pretty soon here, I should be working towards. I add a few skill items, like I add the guitar. I'm trying to figure out where to put the woodworking table, and that's when I decide, you know what, I'm going to make a path to the map room and put it in there because I thought that it worked pretty well. Yeah, there we go. So you will be able to build some skills here. I didn't put too many skill building objects, but just enough that you can actually, make it kind of a challenge almost. Delete some of the beds, maybe a toilet or two. I think you could make it work. I think it could be really fun. Very Hunger Games-esque, I guess, is the way I would put it. Now, this is me showing you where I would put the one of two places where I would put the pond. I would put it in one of those two places. Now, I do go ahead and add it in, and I add it in the far place on the left. I don't know that it will transfer, but just so I put it there so you guys could see what I would do with it, where I would put it. Where? Oh, yeah, I was trying to make the gates work. I couldn't get them to work, no matter what I did, so it was really aggravating. I was hoping the prison gates might work, but maybe you guys can get them to work or tell me what I did wrong. I'm honestly not sure. Here we go. I would put it either I would work it in somewhere over there, but the place I preferred was right here. This is where I ended up putting it. Deleted a few of the trees. I put it over there. Added a couple back to make it kind of blend in a little better with the landscape. and I am incredibly happy with it. Though I do delete that tree. Yeah, it was frustrating me. I just couldn't get anything to work right there, but that is what I would do. Now we are on to the screenshots. Any minute now, after I finish adjusting these trees, maybe we'll get to the screenshots, perhaps. It should be coming any second. Here we go. So here's a screenshot of the exterior of the bunk area with all the crates and the messiness. We've got the little circular area where their little arena, looking over at the gardening area here. We've got the kitchen, which in the movie was where they slaughtered the animals. We've got one view of the box looking out to the arena and the garden, and another looking towards the map room that is in the forest over there. And if you had Sims die, I'd definitely put their graves in the forest area. But there's the inside, and that's going to be the end. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.